Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Office of Adda 24/7. My name is Amanjot. As you know, I am your mentor for PPB and Indian Economy, Indian Financial System. So this is our regular series on Indian Economy, Indian Financial System for the English medium bankers or for the candidates who want the English medium sessions. So in this Sankalp series, what we are doing, if you are new to this particular session, I will let you know that we have in the Indian Economy, Indian Financial System 45 units. Out of that 45 units, we are discussing each and every unit from Monday to Friday only on 7:30 a.m. on Offices at a 24/7 channel. So every day we discuss one particular unit of yours in which in the form of MCQ plus explanation. We are talking about a chapter. So such type of sessions we have already completed 9. This is the 10th session, as you can see, in which we are going to discuss the number of questions with the explanation. Now, what particular topic that unit 10 have? So you can see out of 45 units, 11 units are in your module A. Out of 11, we have completed 9. And today we are going to discuss about the 10th unit, that's a climate change sustainable development goals. And this particular unit, we are going to discuss questions with the explanation. But before that, I want to wish each and every one of you a very happy Independence Day. And let's start the session with having a certain basic knowledge of the topic. Then we will move to the questions. So first of all, what is climate change? Climate change is the kind of scenario which we are seeing in our country. Not only in India, in the world, we are facing this kind of situation that is known as climate change. It means in the month of May, we have seen there was a flood. We have seen that there was a landslide because of the flood and all, etc. Heavy raining has been seen in the month of May. That's not the actual season of the raining, but still we have faced this situation. And we have seen that the Delhi was the lowest. Delhi has faced the lowest, hottest month, May, till last 10 years. This is because of the raining in the month of the May and June. So this is all what? This is all the changes of the climate that's known as a climate change. So when the temperature fluctuates because of the certain global warming reason or other reasons, that is known as climate change. So what we are going to do about it? Can we let it happen and we are not doing anything else for this particular situation to control this, to stop this situation? We are not doing anything? No, we have to do anything. So we have conducted a lot of conferences, not only India, but the world is worrying about this climate change situation. So India and the world, or I can say each and every country together want to control this climate change situation so that each and every person will survive better way, and they will get to live in a certain situation that is good for them. So to make the livelihood of human beings better by controlling these climate change issues, that's what the climate change concepts are. So we have a conference of parties, we have a lot of meetings and conference and summits we have done to control the climate action or to control the climate change, and that is what in this particular chapter you have to study. Apart from climate change, you can see the another term is written as a sustainable development goals. So what actually is sustainable development goals? Sustainable development goals, if I talk about this topic, let's first understand a little bit history of about it, then we will come to the SDG. So I hope you all have heard about the name of United Nations General Assembly. So United Nations General Assembly has seen that the world is, after World War II and before that also, the world economy or the global economy was facing a lot of issues. The global issues, financial issues were there, a lot of issues were there that countries were not able to cope up with the current situation. Inflation is highing, cost of inflation is increasing, cost of living is increasing, but people are not able to survive in this situation. So that's why United Nations General Assembly said that we have to make a certain goals and we have to make each and every country to achieve those goals so that the global economy will raise accordingly. So that's why in the year 2000, Millennium Development Goals, MDG, was introduced by United Nations General Assembly. This Millennium Development Goals started in the year 2000 until 2015. They have given us 8 goals that have to be achieved by the developing nations like India. So this is what the MDG, and after the MDG ended, we have introduced the Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations General Assembly. Now, why this has been introduced? At the time when developing countries got their Millennium Development Goals, the 8 goals in which we have talked about that these things you have to achieve, like we know poverty is there, hunger is there, so we have to reduce these things. And these were the goals, not a very special goals, but zero hunger, zero poverty, life below water, life above water, these kinds of sustainable cities, affordable cities, these kind of objectives are the goals of the MDG as well as SDG. So this was introduced. But when the developing countries were following the Millennium Development Goals, we have seen that developed countries were using their resources at the maximum. Now, this was creating a problem. So it has been seen that developed countries using their resources to make them more developed, or I can say to increase their growth. So this was a bit concern about from all over the world, that if you use all the resources for yourself, then what will happen with the future generation? How the future generation will survive if you are not letting any resources left for them? So there, the sustainable development term has been introduced, under which it has said that sustainable development is the way by which you are allowed to use your resources as per your needs, not as per your greed. So use resources as per your need, but make sure you are not letting the future generation to compromise with their needs, or to survive, or not able to fulfill their needs. So you cannot let the future generation to compromise with your needs. So accordingly, you have to use your resources. So there, the sustainable development term was introduced. And then the sustainable development goals was introduced in the year 2015 and 2030. This 15-year of duration has been given to the SDG, in which 17 goals have to be achieved by the all countries. One more thing added in the SDG, that not only developing but the developed countries also have to follow these goals and have to achieve these goals. And Agenda 2030, another name has been given to the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, that have to be achieved. Now, after the COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen that there is a very less chances for what? To achieve this Agenda 2030. Because after COVID-19, not only India, no country in the world will be able to achieve this target. This is what it has been seen from after COVID-19. Clear? So I hope the MDG, SDG and climate change is clear to all of you. Now we are going to practice the certain question on the same chapter, and in the end of the session I will be asking you how many answers you have given correct. So if you have any doubt, you can ask here. If you are watching recording also, then I want each and every one of you to answer here in the comment section. In the comment section, that how much score you got in this particular session. Okay, and if you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section again. So the first question is asking about the penalty for non-compliance with the CSR provisions are. Now, what is CSR? CSR stands for Corporate Social Responsibility. What is a corporate social responsibility? This is simply a responsibility that have to be compiled by all the corporates because they are using the natural resources. When you are performing any business, when you are providing goods and services to your consumers, you are somehow impacting the environment, you are somehow impacting the other population also. So it's your responsibility for all the population, for the general population, to do something. And that is known as corporate social responsibility. And if you do not follow the provisions of the corporate social responsibility, a certain action will be taken against that particular corporate. And what is the penalty in that case that have been asked? So first is saying at least 1 crore for the defaulting company. Second is saying at least 2 lakh for each defaulting officer. Third is saying imprisonment provision for maximum 3 years for defaulting officer. So which of the following is the right penalty for non-compliance of CSR? Now I will tell you that from 2020, this non-compliance of CSR has been defined in the civil wrong. Earlier, before 2020, it used to be a criminal offense. When it was a criminal offense, that here the person or the corporate have to go to the imprisonment, they have to go to the prison for the maximum 3-year period. When it used to happen under a criminal wrong or criminal offense. Okay, but now it's not a criminal offense, it is now under the civil wrong. So because it is under the civil wrong, so you have to pay only monetary penalty, the imprisonment will not apply after that. So the first and second is true, that you have to provide this penalty in case you haven't followed or you haven't fulfilled the non-compliance with CSR provisions. So the right answer will be your A option. Okay. Now the second question is asking about which of the following is our elements of green finance. So first of all, if I talk about green finance, the name itself suggests that this is the finance, this is the funding that you are doing for the environment project, I can say, or environmentally involved projects, I can say. So if we talk about the banking system, bond market, institutional investment, what does this mean? Out of these three, which of the following is the element of green finance? If I talk about the banking sector, they have nothing to do directly with the climate change, but indirectly they can help in the climate change by doing what? By providing the green finance. Now, what is green finance? It means you are providing loan to such sectors or to such businesses which are environmentally involved. Like bank is giving loan for opening the business or for starting a startup related to electric vehicles or related to the renewable energy. So these are the sector which helps you to reduce the climate change impact, and that is known as green finance. Now we also have a green bonds. Now what about bonds? Bonds means simply debt instrument. Bonds means simply what? Debt instrument. Now a debt instrument means you are taking a loan from the market. And why, if it is the using a word green, it means you are raising the funds from the market for the green activity, for the environmental activity. That's why the bond market will be included. Similarly, institutional investment can be done in the green projects. So it means all are the elements of green finance. So right answer will be your D option. Right answer is what? D. Okay, next question. The Government of India offers dash of installation cost of the rooftop solar panels as subsidy to the institution, to the residentials and to the social sectors in the most states. So what do you think, which of the following is correct? How much percentage will the Government of India bear on the installation cost of rooftop solar panels? Which of the following will be correct? Sorry, 30, 50, 70 or 80. So do remember, this rooftop solar panels are included in the PSL also under the priority sector lending. So under the priority sector lending, renewable energy is there. Under the renewable energy, the loan will be given to the particular renewable energy solar power plants. The loan will be given here. And when we talk about the rooftop solar panels, it is what? If individual household, if individual household is covering this particular amount of costing, that whatever they have, the government will give the 30% subsidy on that. Let's say the costing is 1 lakh. In that situation, the 30% amount will be taken as a subsidy from the side of the government. It is for most of the states, not for all states, but yes, most of the states will be getting 30% as a subsidy of the costing amount. Clear? So this is for the solar rooftop panels. Subsidy will be given by the Government of India. Now, apart from that, if I talk about the other states like the northeastern states, hill states, they will have a 70% subsidy from the side of the government. Clear? This is what is going to be subsidy given by the government to the rooftop solar panels. Now, in the PSL, if individual households want to have a rooftop solar panels, the government will give loan up to 10 lakh. The banks will have to provide up to 10 lakh loan to the individual household. That's under the PSL have been said. Under the PSL, renewable energy have a total amount of 30 crores can be given as a loan. And out of that 30 crore, individual household, if wants to start or to, what we can say, to establish their rooftop solar panel, they will be getting 10 lakh per borrowers. Okay, so right answer here will be A, 30%. Now, OSOWOG means, what does this means? OSOWOG. This introduced by Mr. Narendra Modi. This was introduced by Mr. Narendra Modi under a certain conference that happened on the climate change. So on the climate change, they have introduced this particular term. Mr. Narendra Modi has given this term as per the context of, like, we are not alone in the climate change action. Each and every country is together to fight with this climate change impact. So this is what he has defined in the conference of parties. So let me know, what does this OSOWOG stands for? Which of the following is correct? Okay, so the right answer here will be your One Sun, One World, One Grid, that has been introduced by Mr. Narendra Modi, in which he has said that simply we have one sun, we have one world, and we are working as a one grid only to fight with the climate change. So the right answer will be C. And this is the question that has been asked in the May 23 paper. Okay, this was asked. This full form has been asked about the OSOWOG. Next. Non-compliance, acha, this I have just answered you. Non-compliance with CSR provisions is a dash. Is it a civil wrong? Is it a crime? So you have to answer, if you are not fulfilling the provisions of the CSR, what it will be counted as a civil wrong or as a crime? Okay, so the right answer here will be, it used to be the criminal offense, but not anymore by 2020. Since 2020, we are counting it as a civil wrong, so the right answer will be A. That's why there is a monetary penalty and no imprisonment condition is there. So monetary penalty on a corporate is at least 1 crore, and on a individual officer, it will be your 2 lakhs. Okay, now next question. As per the World Bank estimates, climate change is likely to lower India's GDP dash by 2050. How much percentage of India's GDP may be reduced because of the climate change impact? So as per World Bank, this data has been given by the World Bank. So let me know first of all, what if we are talking about, if we are talking about World Bank has 5 institutions that I have already told you. Let me know what are the name of the 5 institutions of the World Bank group. And the right answer here, that estimated by World Bank, is 2.8% per year. So 2.8% per year, India's GDP by 2030 condition can be seen that because of the climate change issue, this can be reduced. So right answer is 2.8. Okay. So climate change is not a very ignorable thing. It's impacting the economy. It's very obvious if there is a flood or natural calamity, any kind of natural calamity, landslide or flood or earthquake, it is going to impact the lives of the people. It is going to impact their earning. If their earning is impacted, their demand will be impacted. If their demand will be impacted, the production will be impacted. And similarly, the GDP will be impacted. The economic growth will be impacted. So that's why we have to fight with the climate change. Now, the green bonds are the bonds issued by any dash. So it's an entity, intergovernmental groups or alliance, and the next one is corporates. So green bonds are the bonds that has to be issued by any of which of the following. And these are the options. So green bonds we know already, it's a debt instrument. That means you are taking a loan from the market on by issuing this bond. But if you are issuing a green bond, specifically if you are issuing a green bond, it means you are raising the capital for the environmental projects. So that's why the green bond term has been used, and the right answer is D. All can issue the green bonds here. Okay. Next we have, India aims to achieve the target of net zero emission by which year? So India is thinking about doing what? Achieving the net zero emission by which particular year? Is it 2030, 2040, 2050, 2070? So it's very obvious, achieving net zero emission target, it's not very easy. So it is going to take a more time comparatively. So the right answer is 2070. By the year 2070, India is trying to achieve the target of net zero emission. Okay, so right answer is 2070. Next question we have, CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility, Schedule 7 of Companies Act 2013. It attempts to eliminate dash. What the CSR is trying to eliminate? Hunger, poverty or malnutrition? Out of these 3 situations, what situation the CSR is trying to eliminate as per the Schedule 7 of Companies Act? A, B, C or D? Which of the following you think is the right answer? A, B, C or D? So the right answer here will be D. All are the points that the CSR is trying to reduce, the corporate social responsibility is trying to reduce. So right answer will be D option. Okay, next question. Which section of Companies Act 2013 provides the legal support for the CSR in India? So what is CSR? Corporate social responsibility. And what actually the corporate social responsibility is defined under? So we have section 135, 235, 295, 195. Out of these, what do you think which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? And the right answer here will be A, section 135. The right answer here, we have a section 135 of Companies Act 2013 is going to define the CSR, corporate social responsibility. Clear? Next. So these are the questions we have discussed on the climate change and sustainable development, and it's very obvious that the whole topic is much more bigger and much more concepts are there. So if you want to cover the whole topic, the full coverage will be available in the Mahapack 2.0. Okay, now how to enroll in the Mahapack 2.0 I will let you know, but before that let me know in the comment section what is your score in this particular topic. Also, if you guys are watching the recorded video, then do let me know what is your score in the comment section. I am checking your comments on the regular basis. Okay, if you have your any query, you can ask there also. I will be checking there. Now, first of all, to enroll, you can go to the Adda 24/7 application, download the application. After downloading the application, just go to the JAIIB October 2023 if you want to go with the individual batch. This is the batch available, right? Click on the particular batch and do read the offerings of the batch. That is very important. After reading the offerings, you can go and click on the buy now option. Enter a code that is IND80. It is already applied, and you can see 80% discount will be available. But I said 81% discount will be given to you. How you will get 81% discount? For that, you have to go to the Adda 24/7 application and you have to use coins that is available on the application. So you will be getting 1% additional discount here. So 1% additional discount can be used by using the coins on the application. Code will be IND80 and 81% discount will be available. This is for the Sankalp batch. Okay. If you want to go with the Mahapack, that is right now the much better option and the best value for your money. So you can see JAIIB, CIB Mahapack, individual JAIIB Mahapack is available. This will cover everything. Offerings are available. Marathons will be covered. Validity, you can decide 12 plus 12 or 6 plus 6 months validity is available. Do read offerings and click on the buy now option. The same process you have to use. Apply the code IND80. When you apply the code IND80, again it will show you the 80% discount. But after using the coins on the application, you will get 1% additional discount, and this is not the price you have to pay. The price you have to pay will be 7777. Okay, so this is the offer on the occasion of Independence Day. As you can see here, you can have a feeling of Independence Day by checking the thumbnails of that. Okay, and if you face any kind of issue at the time of enrollment, you can call on this number and they will give you the solution, whatever problem you are facing. Okay, so this is how you can enroll in the individual batch, or you can enroll in the Mahapack also. And Mahapack 2.0 right now have a better options for all of you. Now, last but not the least, do download the application and do not forget to subscribe to the channel Offices Adda 24/7 so that all the sessions notification will be given to you. And every day I am meeting with all of you Monday to Friday 7:30 AM for Indian economy, Indian financial system. Do not forget to join this session also. And I would request to all of you, do share the session on the Telegram channel, WhatsApp group or Facebook group, wherever you know the bankers are available or the persons who are going to give for the DPF exam is available, so that they will get benefit out of these particular sessions. Okay. So thank you all everyone for joining the session and have a great day.